WYMT Roundball Preview.
Welcome in everyone to the 2018 Roundball Preview Show. I'm Marcus Browning here with Tommy Poole. It's the first week of the high school basketball season, so it's only fitting that we release our first Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 of the season, and that is what we will do over the next hour.
Let's go ahead and get things started with our 10th ranked girls team, and for that we send it over to Willie Hope.
Thanks, Tommy and Marcus. Well, our number 10 team in the girls' Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 looks to bounce back from a year in which they did not make it to the regional tournament. The Perry Central Lady Commodores come in at number 10 to start our countdown. The Lady Commodores lost a lot of production last year, about 55 points per game and around 26 rebounds a game according to Coach Randy Napier. But the Commodores do not expect to miss a step.
A lot of people are expecting us to be down where we lost everybody, or a majority. But we're coming back better than what we've been in the past few years, so I'm excited overall.
It would look like that we're probably set up for a rough year, but that's not the way it works here. We will succeed. We plan on it, and we're going to.
Perry Central has made a habit of winning in their program.
One of our main goals is to be top in the region again. We always are.
Just all the wins that we can try to get, just push ourselves for them.
If the Lady Commodores want to get back to the top of the region this year, it has to start with their seniors. With 5 seniors and other upperclassmen with experience returning, everyone has their hand in leading the team.
We all just kind of like put in and like trying to have ideas together and agree on most things, so we all just kind of lead each other and like we try to help our younger classmen, learn things, and we're getting better every day. So
the seniors and other upperclassmen have played together for a while now, which has created a family atmosphere among the team.
We've been here we all kind of started in like 7th grade, so we've really pretty much grown up together, and we're basically a family.
We've all been really close, and I think as seniors we'll just come together and push our team further this year than last year.
Part of that closeness comes from overcoming adversity, something senior Madison Eversole believes will make the team stronger this year.
It means a lot to all of us, like we're all just so close, and we've all went through so much, whether like people leaving, people staying, it just makes you closer. You're gonna break, but I mean, like, we've done really good about keeping together. It's gonna make us stronger, and we're ready for it.
Just like the girls team, the Perry Central boys find themselves in our Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 standings on the boys side as well. In 10th, the Doors look to rely on some experience this season. Perry Central has a simple mindset when aiming for this year's goals.
Just playing with the seniors, it's our last year. Go out and have fun, try to win a region, try to win a district. WYMT is a big game we can win too.
Coach Shannon Hoskins says it's possible, but achieving these goals started in the summer.
Whether that's likely or not, that'll depend on how hard we work and the road that this team takes.
We've been working hard in practice and in the weight room. We've been in the weight room the whole summer. We didn't take no days off.
The team isn't so focused on the physical aspect of their game, but the mental aspect.
I kind of felt like last year in that region game against Knott County, they just mentally and physically just whipped us. And physically, sometimes you can't do a lot about that, but mentally is something that you can always do something about.
We lost 4 starters last year, a lot of leaders, but we got a lot of people that play, a lot of playing time last year, so we're just as good this year as we was last year.
While the Commodores return 5 seniors, they also field a lot of depth.
We got a bunch of young guys coming up that's going to help us a lot. We're about 12 men deep right now. We got 7 people coming off the bench can help us a lot, man.
We got a whole basketball team. We got people that can score inside, just consistent players.
The recipe they hope can lead them up Highway 15 to Rupp Arena.
This next preview takes us to I-75, a team that fell 1 win shy of making it to the Sweet 16 last year. North Oil Lady Jaguars say not to count them out this season as well. They come in at number 9 to start this year.
Getting back to business.
This is my 8th season at North Laurel, and each year we've tried to build upon the previous seasons, and we've done that every year that I've been there, and we want to continue that tradition.
The Lady Jaguars are coming off of a season where they won 27 games and made the 13th Region Championship game as well. 2 seniors graduated from the program, but thanks in part to a key addition, North Laurel plans to pick right back up where they left off.
This year we have our returning posts. This year we have Reagan, and it's going to change our style. We're always known for being run and gun, going crazy, but I think this year it's going to be more controlled and it's all about executing.
Honestly, it's a little nerve-wracking coming back, you know, where I took a year off, but I'm ready for it, you know, I'm just ready. Comeback season, pretty much is what it's all about.
With Reagan Hubbard on this year's roster, Coach Mahan says having her back is huge.
Well, it's huge because it completes us. It completes the puzzle. You know, we already had the point guards, we had the wings, we had the forwards, we had every position filled, but then when you add a 6'4" post to you, it completes your lineup. And as I look around at the teams that we're going to be competing with, we have as much of a complete team as I see us going to be competing for.
I think she helps us be able to execute a lot better, run more plays with the post, because we usually have never had a post as big.
A change in gameplay looks to be the case this year for North Laurel. While some may doubt the Lady Jags, they will look to get better each day to achieve their goals.
Well, a lot of people underestimate us, and I think it'll surprise a lot of people when the season starts about how well we can play together and work as a team together.
I want us to be the best team we can be, and that is my main focus. Are we better than what we were yesterday? Are we better than what we were the week before? And if we're doing that, we control our own destiny. Some teams, they have to have other teams play bad. For us, I think we're good enough that if we meet our potential, we'll be able to beat a lot of opponents.
Whenever a team returns a lot of players from the year before, they are bound to make some noise in the Mountain Top 10. The Paintsville Tigers return everyone from a team that made it to the Final Four in the 15th region, and they're looking to go further this year. The Tigers come in at number 9 in our boys' top 10. The Tigers were 20-10 last year and in the conversation for the best team in the 15th region, but Paintsville lost a heartbreaker to Pikeville by 3 points in the semifinal.
Obviously, it was upsetting last year, getting beat out of the region in the Final Four to Pikeville, who is a rivalry with us. You know, last year we expected to make it to Rupp Arena, this year as well.
However, the Tigers return everyone from last year's team.
We're bringing everybody back. We didn't have any seniors last year, which is very exciting to have a young team. Everybody's just stepping up. Everybody's getting better every year.
The Tigers want revenge and a spot in the Sweet 16, a spot they felt that they deserved last season.
I think this year we're looking for revenge, hopefully. We're going to come back. Everybody's coming back. No seniors last year. Hopefully we're even better this year. So I think we could very well make it to Rupp Arena and make a run.
The Tigers have a young team, but Coach Landon Sloan is excited about the older guys coming back.
The experience we're bringing back, I'm very, very excited about it, but at the same time, I think we'll have a very good mixture with our young talent. We got some very talented freshmen coming in too.
Sloan is in his 3rd year at the helm, and the players love the way Coach pushes them.
Ever since my freshman year, Coach Sloan's been here, really helped everybody. We're all on the court. He's obviously serious, and you know, great coach. Off the court, we're just all laughs, all smiles. Really just coaches us in life, just not just basketball.
We're pushing these guys, trying to let them reach their full potential in everything they do, classroom. We give them a lot of responsibility, and we expect a lot out of them. They've lived up to the expectations as far as the effort goes.
Sloan has tried to condition his team more this year in hopes that a fast pace will end up in a spot in the Sweet 16.
As far as the basketball standpoint, we want to get out and go. We've been pushing them. We've tried to condition them more this year in order to get them to the way we want to play, because we want to really go. And as far as our style of play, we're real excited with what we can do.
4 teams down, 16 more to go.
Coming up, we look at number 7 and 8 in both the girls and boys side of the rankings.
At number 8, we have the Lady Warriors of Southwestern. The Lady Warriors coming out of a tough 12th region. However, they feel they have the pieces in place to make a late run. Being in the Mountain Top 10, just like most other teams, the Southwestern Lady Warriors have their goals set high.
Honestly, I just think we have a really good chance to go to state this year, and that's my goal every year.
The Lady Warriors finished at number 7 in our Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 last year, going 23-8. Southwestern expects to be right around that same mark this season at the very least.
We're going to be okay. 23-8 last year, bring everybody back. Probably play 9-10 kids every night.
Everyone's still here. We have the same starting 5 as we did last year, and we have a really good connection.
It gives us a big advantage just because we all know what each other's like, and even with the bad things, I mean, we all know what each other doesn't like to do and what each other does like to do.
That connection comes at the hands of the 2 seniors. While the senior class is much smaller than in years past, the bond is still just as great.
We used to have at least 5, and now we've come down to just me and Callie. Right now, I would say Callie is like our team captain, I would say. Me and her we're like best friends, basically. We've been with each other since the 8th grade when she moved, and we won the state championship in middle school, and then ever since then we've just gotten closer and closer.
That duo continues to push their teammates, keeping them focused.
Just to keep working hard. We worked hard all summer, all season, and we're just ready to go out there and finally put our efforts into play.
Making this season and next exciting for the Lady Warriors.
We just graduate 2 people this year, and we get everybody else back. It's really exciting.
The Breathitt County Bobcats are coming into this season goal-oriented and focused. They clock in at number 8 in our boys preseason top 10.
The Breathitt County Bobcats have their eyes on the prize, and that prize is?
Regional championships, that's the only thing I'm thinking about.
Win 14th region.
Win 14th region.
That's pretty much all we think about. I think it's to try to get the 14th region and try to just make a statement in the region.
The Bobcats made a first-round exit in the regional tournament last season. This year, the guys say that they have upped their strength in an effort to make even more noise come postseason time.
I think the biggest thing for us coming out of last season was that we had to get stronger physically. We weren't very strong. We tried to play physical, but some teams in the region were just physically stronger than we are, so we really addressed that in the offseason.
Get in the weight room, get stronger. That's what killed us last year. Wasn't physically tough, but I think this year we're more than ready for any competition that comes our way.
The Bobcats hope to use that new strength to play physical defensively, play fast when they have possession of the ball.
Well, offense is going to be fast-paced and just going at people on defense, just pressuring them. Defensively, we're going to be pretty tough. We're going to be long and able to put pressure on people, and offensively, I think we'll be pretty fast and just try to run people to death.
Defensively, we're going to get up in you and play man, play physical, and offensively, we just share the ball real well and we shoot the ball real well.
The 14th region is a tough region to compete in, and this group of Bobcats recognizes the challenge.
It's going to take everything we got of each and every one of us and just 110% from everybody. Just work hard as we can, be tougher than everybody.
You just be able to play through anything. You know, you got to be able to handle not just the lows but the highs. You got to be able to have that slow heartbeat, I guess they call it sometimes in sports. But for us, it would just be to be able to play through anything.
Everybody being on the same page and everybody wanting the same goal. And just go out there and play every game like it's our last.
They were the 14th region champions for the 2nd straight year last season. Now the Patriots of Knott Central will try for 3 straight on the back of 5 seniors. Knott Central sits at number 7 in our Mountain Top 10 to start the season. Knott Central has enjoyed a successful run over the past few years, and when you've experienced success once, you just keep coming back for more.
Goals is to win district, definitely. Go to region, smash that, and then back at state.
First, we got to look at the All-A. Hopefully we'll win that, and then we're going to focus on district and then region, and then hopefully we'll be at state.
The Patriots have gone to the state tournament the past 2 years, and Coach Jeff Honeycutt says that those experiences have helped the program grow.
We're taking what experience we've had over the past few years of the success we've had and kindly keeping what has worked for us to keep us on that track and kindly learning from what we've done wrong in the past and trying to get away from that.
One place the girls feel they need to grow from last year, teamwork.
We're really working on teamwork. We kind of liked that last year, so we're working together as a team and just trying to make it all work.
The Patriots have already started with their improvements on teamwork in the preseason.
Really, it's just us pushing each other as hard as we can, telling each other, you got this, keep going.
Working on teamwork is a little bit easier when you are used to the people around you. A benefit for Knott Central this year with 5 seniors on their team.
We're all very close. We've been playing together for a very long time, since we was really little.
They really are a second family. I don't know what I would have done without them. I mean, I've been with them for so long now.
Like a lot of teams in the mountains, Knott Central will look to push the ball on the offensive end and pressure the ball on the defensive end.
We like to run. We're going to be an up-tempo team, a lot of man-to-man defense, a lot of trapping zones.
The Patriots are looking for their 3rd straight 14th region championship, an impressive feat, but the Patriots say it is in the trying and pushing to succeed.
Even if we don't make it, we don't just give up. We give it our all.
Back to the boys' side of things at number 7, it's another 14th region team, this one being the Hazard Bulldogs, who feel they have paid their dues.
There are 3 seniors on the roster of the Hazard Bulldogs. Each one of those players has one last request.
Just hope we make an impact in the district and region and have a good year, all around, good physical, hard-working year.
Hazard returns 4 starters after finishing 1 game below 500 the past 2 years, but the Bulldogs feel this season is different.
When you're young, you kind of got to take your bumps and bruises, but it's our time to try to step up and make something happen.
Well, the last 2 years it's been like a rebuilding process. Junior and sophomore and freshman years, it's not the best years, but it was growth.
I feel good about our kids. They had a good summer. Maturity, they've grown, and that means a lot. The experience takes you a long way.
That added maturity and experience has led to leadership.
I feel like if I can bring all the guys together, then we can have a pretty great year. Just make sure everybody keeps their head, play hard, play for what's on the chest.
You know, Hazard's full of tradition and just everything that Hazard means and represents, it's special.
As the underclassmen become upperclassmen, they are ready to take the next step.
We're trying to play faster this year, and we're trying to get up after teams and get up and down the floor, and I feel like everybody's really bought in this year.
Players buying in like Logan Hall, giving up football for basketball.
I just felt like this team had a real good future, and if we wanted to really be something that, you know, we had to put in the work.
Proving this team already has a lot of heart.
Our mindset just to go out and play hard every night, and if we do that, it should come our way about every time.
We're now almost halfway done.
Up next, we'll go to Manchester and Pikeville for the number 6 teams in our initial top 10 polls.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, everyone. We're not to the top 5 just yet, but this next team has some talented experience back this season, has some high hopes looking towards the postseason. Ranking in at number 6 in our girls' top 10 is the Clay County Lady Tigers.
Despite boasting the 6th best record in the 13th region last year, the Clay County Lady Tigers made a semifinal exit in the 49th district tournament.
Well, we didn't make it as far as we wanted to last year, obviously. But I think that this year we've started to work harder and everybody's more mature, and we just understand that it's now or never.
The Lady Tigers are primed and ready for a comeback this season thanks to so much experience coming back for this year.
We have 3 senior starters, a junior and a sophomore. That's a lot of, and that we've all been starting together for the past like 3-4 years.
And we're better as far as knowing what to do because we've got so much experience. We've got like 20 years starting experience in our lineup. You know, it's unreal. But so we're better. But the key to it is I think we've got to have some help off the bench this year.
Clay County looks to maintain their fast tempo, and Coach Burchell feels like his group of Tigers can compete with anyone.
We're the type of team, if we play hard and play smart and we shoot well, we can play with anybody. The games we don't shoot well, you know, you can't make mistakes, can't make turnovers, that type of thing. You got to do things right to win.
Well, we're going to be more aggressive for sure, and our defense has improved so much. We've been working so hard in practice.
With their improved and experienced team, the Lady Tigers once again have their eyes set on the region tournament and beyond.
Make it to region, go far in region, and hopefully make it to Rupp.
Win the district first, and then advance to the region and make it to Rupp.
Our goals have always been to win the region. You know, win district and region. We've come up short the last few years, but we've just not had the talent that we had in years past. I think now we're starting to get back to that. We've got good young players coming in. We've got kids that have played and got experience. So, again, on the nights we shoot well, we're going to have a nice team.
Moving over to the boys' side, sitting right outside the top 5 are the reigning 15th region champions, a team that returns 5 seniors from an Elite 8 team. The Pikeville Panthers look to duplicate their success from last year. They come in at number 6 in our boys' top 10. It seems like no matter the sport, Pikeville will always hold a seat at the table. The Panthers won the 15th region last season, and they're back for more this year.
Like it is everywhere, win a district championship, win All-A region, and then make a run at All-A state, and then win a regional championship and make a run at state, like it always is.
If they want to get back to Rupp, Pikeville will need to replace a couple key seniors, including Wyatt Battle, who scored over 24 points per game and added 8 rebounds per contest.
Losing Wyatt is going to hurt a lot, but I think that we have some good guys that can step in and take not his role, but that can pick up their game, because everybody's been working hard in the off season. I don't think really anybody in the region is going to be ready for us.
The Panthers say replacing Battle will require a team effort.
I mean, Wyatt was a tremendous asset to our team, but I mean,
we'll all make up for it. Everybody just has to pick up a different role. Like Wyatt had a lot of rebounds, and of course he scored a lot, so somebody's going to have to pick up the rebounding end, somebody's going to have to pick up the scoring end of it. I mean, it's really just going to be everybody contributing together to help make up for his.
Now as for their style of play,
up and down the court, high energy, press all game. We're not going to be tired. We're going to be up in your face the whole game, so just got to be ready for it.
the Panthers were already fast last year, but they plan on being even faster this year.
I mean, I think we'll run and gun more than what we did last year, at least. You know, we had the guys that could have done it last year, but like now we have a lot of guards and a lot of bigs that can run the floor and get up and down stuff. So that's what I think we'll do this year.
And they have a senior-led team that knows the ropes and has experience in winning.
Hopefully we'll be able to set a good example for the younger kids, show them that hard work will pay off in the end, because just this entire team has put in an insane amount of work over the off season.
We've got a senior-led team again this year, and these guys have got some experience, and they understand how to win and how we want to play. So, you know, obviously they're going to have to take the lead and lead some of the younger guys and lead by example with their hard work.
We're now through halfway through this show.
Now we crack into our top 5 teams. 4 and 5 are next on our countdown.
Daryl Scott read on a hillside gravestone, "You'll never leave Harlan alive." Despite losing some key players, last year's top team in the mountains looks to ensure its opponents' tournament hopes and dreams that don't leave the deep, dark hills of eastern Kentucky as the Harlan County Black Bears look to get back to the Sweet 16.
Fresh off a 28-3 season and an appearance in the Sweet 16, the Harlan County Lady Black Bears look to pick up where they left off.
Last year went well. We won the region, went to state, and we want to do it again.
Despite losing a handful of seniors, including Blair Green, the Black Bears still have high expectations for the 2018-2019 season.
It's tradition, and you know, our thing is commitment and sacrifice.
Blair played a huge role, obviously, and I mean, that's it. That's a big loss, but I mean, we're going to be okay. We're not as long and tall this year, but we're quick, and we're going to use our speed to the best abilities we can.
We still have a lot of speed and experience, like you said. We lost height, but I mean, that's not everything.
This offseason, the Black Bears have been focusing on that, capitalizing on their strengths.
Coach Green's been killing us on the running, so we've definitely conditioned like how we're supposed to.
We're definitely going to look to get up and down the floor and press, and you know, don't really want to get in much of a half-court game.
The Black Bears return a healthy mix of experience on the 2018-19 season roster.
And I've had these 4 girls for 4 years, and they've played a lot, so they've been a big part of our success at Harlan County High School. So these kids know what to do. They could probably coach themselves. They know what we run. They know what I like. They know my system.
Coach Debbie Green will rely on that experience to help get the younger players ready for the next level.
We have a lot of 8th graders that are talented, but I mean, obviously, and freshmen and sophomore that are going to have to, they just don't have, they lack experience. I mean, they're just going to have to go on.
While Harlan County would like to pick up where they left off last season, Coach Green has a simple motto for the year: take one game at a time.
I think it's definitely going to be one game at a time for us. I don't care if I'm ranked 1st in the region or 4th in the region or 15th in the region. I think it's always you're going to get better as the season goes on.
Last year, the Corbin Redhounds got the experience of playing inside Rupp Arena. This year's group wants to do the exact same thing. Corbin Redhounds come in at number 5 in our boys preseason top 10.
New year, same goals.
Our standards don't change at Corbin. I mean, we talk all the time about we want to win championships, whether that's the 2A this year, whether that's the Cumberland Falls, whether that's the district or region. We feel like we're going to put ourselves in contention, and that mindset hasn't changed.
Every year we're looking to build off last year, so I mean, it'd be nice to get back to Rupp and win more than one game. I mean, we're always looking to build off what we did last year.
The Redhounds have a challenge in replacing their 2 leading scorers from a year ago, but with the losses, it presents new opportunities for others to step up.
We lost our 2 leading scorers, so there's some big gaps there, but I think with me, Matthew, and Brody, we can really fill in those gaps.
I mean, there are tough losses, but I mean, it leaves a lot of opportunities for this year.
Obviously, losing Andrew and Chandler really changes the dynamics of our team, but we've got a lot of kids really working hard to step in and fill those roles. And you know, some obvious guys like Chase and Brody and Matthew, but we have some underclassmen that really aren't well known that are doing really good in practice. So we're excited about our upside, and we're just continuing to work at it.
I feel like me and Chase and Matthew really have to like step up and become leaders on this team, because I mean the other players really look up to us, and it's our job to like lead them and show them the way, because they haven't really been in a lot of opportunities like we have.
This year's group of Red Hounds will look different, but thanks to some improvements over the course of the offseason and growth over the course of this year, the Red Hounds hope to be back in the mix come postseason time.
Coach B says this a lot. We just got to buy into the game plan, stick with it, and really know our role and continue to do that, and we'll end up where we want to at the end of the year.
I think a lot of kids have challenged themselves to get better. They take pride in wearing that Corbin uniform, and the work ethic's there, the desire's there, and we just got to continue to put time in, and I think by the end of the season we'll be in the mix.
Number 4 on the girls' side of the top 10 was picked to top their region by the Cats Paws, and they return a team that is hungry to fulfill that prophecy. The Leslie County Lady Eagles start the season number 4 in our Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10. The Eagles of Leslie County have a lot of talent coming back from a team that was knocked out in the regional quarterfinal by eventual champion Knott Central. And though they have a new coach in Larry Sparks, things will not change much.
There were still a lot of similarities when I came back to help him. And so I've got reacquainted kind of with some of the things that I did a long time ago, some of the things that he brought to the table. And we're not trying to change things a whole lot.
It's not that different. He has like the same attitude, like wants to win, just as much as Coach Cott did. So the atmosphere's not that different.
Sparks was an assistant to Coach Mark Collette for the past 5 years. So the system and style of play will still mean pushing the ball up the court and hard-nosed defense.
Oh, we're going to be really aggressive on defense, and offensive we're going to try to run the ball and get up the court as quick as we can.
Definitely quick. We play really fast, really hard, and really aggressive.
The Eagles were picked to win the 14th region according to the Cats Paws, and they agree with that prediction.
I'm hoping we can end it with a lot of records broken, championships won, because we've definitely worked for it.
Win region, win all state, you know, all of it.
However, no one in the region will just hand Leslie County the trophy. With a host of good teams ready to dethrone Knott Central, the Eagles know hard work is key if they want to succeed.
Everyone works as hard and a little bit harder, just trying to make it a better season.
We're just committed to achieving our goals, and hard work is what's going to get us there.
And for the seniors, this last go-around will be a special one with this program.
I'm excited, but a little bit sad too, because it's my final year, but I think there's good things in store for us.
It's an honor to wear Leslie County across my chest, because like in the past we've been so successful, and it's just great to be a part of this program.
After a 19-12 record, many may have not believed Johnson Central to be the favorites in the 15th region, but the team is already proving they will be a force to reckon with after an eye-opening preseason game.
While the Johnson Central Golden Eagles enjoy their many trips to the regional tournament finals, they are sick of being the groomsmen and never the groom.
Our expectations are regional championship. We've been there 7 or 8 straight times, and I'm hoping we can get back again and go to state this time.
Well, we want to win the regional championship this year, not just come second place for the 4th time in a row now.
With the personnel the team is returning, the Golden Eagles think this could be their year.
We're excited. We got 4 starters returning. We had a big loss in Dalton Collins, our center last year, and hopefully we can fill his role a little bit and try and match his intensity that he brought to the game. But I'm excited. We got our 2 leading scorers back.
But Coach Tommy McKenzie felt the team was a little too confident.
You know, we had a great summer. You know, we got to the regional final last year, won the district last year, and I just kind of felt that arrogance about us, and I always feel like that's a dangerous place to go.
So Coach scheduled Wesley Christian for the Golden Eagles in the 15th Region preseason challenge.
And I wanted them to humble us just a little bit, but you know, our kids, they're so resilient. You know, they never let us down. They're always in a game. They fight. You know, they don't care what it says across the other team's chest.
Despite being massive underdogs, JC forced double overtime, falling by just 5 points. While sophomores Isaiah May and Corey Van Hoos impressed alongside the 2 seniors, Coach McKenzie says the team still has a ways to go.
We want to be playing our best basketball and peaking right around the district tournament and going into March. And traditionally, we've been able to do that here. So we don't want this game to be the highlight of our season. We want to find things along this game to get better at every single day in practice. Hopefully, playing our best by the end of the year.
Well, we have almost reached the end of the show, but still a few more teams to preview.
We reveal teams 2 and 3 when we come back on the Roundball Preview Show.
Welcome back. We now crack into the top 3 in our preseason polls. The Pikeville Lady Panthers may only have 2 seniors this season, but there isn't a shortage of experience on their roster. Pikeville comes in at number 3 in our girls' top 10.
Last year's final game for the Pikeville Lady Panthers wasn't the outcome that they wanted, but they are using that game as a lesson.
And when I look back at that game, I guess the biggest thing that stands out to me was I didn't think we scored like we should have. We always talk about that we've got to be able to score 60 points. So we've really made an effort to work with our girls on their shots and shots off the dribble in particular, and like 15-footers, because it seems like we're either hitting threes or layups when you look at last year's games.
Not only has offense been a key focus for the Lady Panthers this season, but so has their defense.
Well, we definitely have locked down better on our defense and count up some more plays. Really going to be a tough team to beat this year.
We're really focusing on our defense this year because that was a major problem for us last year, and we're thinking the more defense we play, the better it's going to be. So if we can play fast, play smart, get layups, that's what we want to do, so we can play defense and get the ball back.
With only 2 seniors on this year's roster, the Lady Panthers' depth will be a huge factor.
Really, you look at our team and you might say, well, we're young, we only have 2 seniors, but we have a depth of experience. And these girls have been playing for a really long time.
With that experience, the Lady Panthers want nothing short of playing on the Rupp Arena floor.
To be playing at Rupp Arena. And that's what's so special about this year, is to be able to go to the circle at the end of every practice and say what our goal is, and that's to be playing at Rupp. Because for all my life, I've watched boys go to the circle and say those exact same things, and we haven't been able to do that. That's what makes this year even more special, is that we're all playing for a chance to play at Rupp Arena. That's the ultimate goal. You got to think about that every day.
Coming in at number 3 on the boys' side are the 14th region runner-ups for the past 2 years. The Knott Central Patriots plan on playing in Rupp Arena in March. For the last 2 years, the story remains the same for Knott Central.
To be honest, last year we gave one away, and I thought a year before we gave one away. But the kids just got to bounce back. Now I got to bounce back. You know, we got to do better.
The Patriots were packing their bags for Rupp Arena, but came up short. Now they will have to do it without star player Isaac Caldwell.
We worked a lot as a team instead of we don't have a star player this year really, like an outstanding player. So we're just trying to work more as a unit and be like a whole team.
Knott Central has a number of seniors back mixed in with transfers, which always takes time to mesh and learn plays.
We got new people in this year, and we're more fast-paced this year than in previous years. We still like to slow things down every now and then, but we also like to get it out and go fast.
We've been going over a lot of plays, trying to get them back to our ideas, teach them our style of gameplay. They're fitting in really good.
One of those transfers, former Leslie County point guard Darren Whitaker, says that the other players and staff have helped him to speed up the learning curve.
Kind of rough at first, but teammates and coaches helped me on. Kevin Davis runs through the plays with me. Coach Huff helps me a lot. Gannon, Branson, they've all been really good to me since I got here.
And head coach B.B. King has worked hard to bring the players together as a unit.
B.B. is a really good coach, and he has a really specific way of coaching, and they're still learning on how to come together, with what they've known before and how they played before, and learn his plan, because he's a very good coach and he knows what he's doing.
The Patriots are hoping that the combination of talent will lead them to the place that they have not gone since 2015.
Nothing less than Rupp for me, but that's good.
Our biggest goal is obviously win the region. I'd like to win all A too, get a ring. I'd like it.
Anything less than Rupp my senior year is probably going to be a letdown. So.
But the Patriots don't just want to settle for the region.
One of our new assistant coach, he says that we just need to think bigger. Don't just set goals for winning the region. We can win it all.
The Johnson Central Lady Eagles were sitting at a 3-7 record over the Christmas break last season. Fast forward a few months later, and the Lady Eagles made it to the Sweet 16. This year, the Lady Eagles start the upcoming season at number 2 in our Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10.
Last year's 15th region champions are going into the 2018-2019 season like every other team.
Just like everyone else, our goal is a district championship and a regional championship.
The Johnson Central Lady Eagles won the 15th region title for the first time since 2015, earning a trip to the state tournament.
We won regions and districts both, but at state we fell short to Owensboro Catholic, but hopefully this year we can do the same thing.
This year, Johnson Central returns everyone but Jana Jarvis.
We have 4 starters returning, plus Hannah Fitch has come back from an injury. We've got some experienced bench players, Tara Montgomery and Farrah Montgomery and Faith Fairchild, and I hope I haven't left anybody out.
Last year, the Golden Eagles finished 20-13, getting off to a slow start, losing 10 of their first 14 games.
We started out pretty slow, I'm not going to lie. Our record wasn't very good, but by tournament time, we all came together.
We were coming off the loss of several seniors the year before, and a lot of kids that had played a ton of minutes for us. And Jana Jarvis had transferred in and from Prestonsburg, and the other girls were relatively new. They had played some varsity ball, but relatively new. They hadn't started very many games.
While this year the team has more experience, they have also used the off-season to help the team get off to a better start this season.
We've been coming in at 7 a.m. and practicing, working agility, speed, all that stuff. For this year, we've had practice before and after school, so we haven't stopped working hard. Like, we're always working hard.
The Knox Central Panthers, a team consistently in our top 3 1 year ago, and they're right back there again to start this season as well. Panthers enter our 2018 poll ranked number 2 in the boys' top 10.
Determined to find success.
We came up short last year, obviously. I mean, we're just working harder. We've got everybody in the gym getting shots up. It's just grind season, really.
This season is the final year for a special group at Knox Central.
This group is super successful since they've been in 3rd grade. In my mind, this group of young men has changed the culture at Knox Central.
We've been a family since 7th grade. 7th, 8th grade, we've been a state championship. So we're just really bonded, and we know how to play with each other.
There's 5 seniors. We've been with each other for so long. I've known these boys since elementary school, and like this is for real our last ride, and we know that we have to make this year count. That we have no other chance after this year.
The Panthers played a fast pace last year, but this season, Coach Patterson says to expect things to slow down at times.
Offensively, we're going to be more patient, more disciplined, because you know as well as I do, when you get in tournament play, the scores go from 70s to 50s, and each possession is so you got to cherish it.
Knox Central fell short of their region title hopes last season, but this year, the Panthers want to make it count.
The main goal, make it to Rupp. First, we got to go through region and everything. Last year, we fell short of that, but this year, we just need to come in and work harder and make that goal come true.
We're going to bring it home. 49 years is too long for us, and we're going to get it done this year.
That region championship, I mean, we all want it. We're grinding for it, and we just want it so bad.
They have that mindset of win. They're champions. They're winners. They're going to be successful when they get out of high school and college. They're going to be great men someday. And we're going to build on that each and every day in practice and every game we play.
The road to Rupp Arena is never easy. But Coach Patterson's answer for finding success is rather simple.
Hey, listen, success isn't given, it's taken. Some of the most successful people in the world are there for a reason. They wanted it bad enough. If you want something bad enough in life, you're going to find a way to get it. We just got to find that way.
9 teams down on the girls' side, 9 down on the boys' side.
That's right. After the break, we will reveal the #1 teams in the mountains to begin the season.
After all of the waiting and anticipation, we finally get to the 2 top teams in the boys and girls preseason Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10s. Let's send it over to Tommy Poole to show us who our #1 girls team is to start the year.
Marcus, after a lot of hype, anticipation, and talent returning this season, South Laurel Lady Cardinals at the top of the Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 shouldn't come as much of a shock. However, add the fact their coach resigned just weeks before the season, and the Cards now have a new obstacle to overcome. Despite finishing last season with a 26-6 record, the Lady Cardinals felt they came up just short.
Well, losing to Harlan was pretty rough, and I think that motivated us to just work harder in practice and not get in that position again.
But 2 weeks before the start of the 2018-19 season, a new challenge arose for South Laurel.
It is different just because I've never faced this challenge where literally I'm going to have 4 or 5 practices for our first game.
Despite getting a new coach 1 week before the start of the season, the Lady Cardinals are making improvements.
Well, it's been rough the last couple of weeks, but we have worked a lot on our defense to be able to get stops, and our offense is pulling together really nice.
Well, he's only been here for a short period of time, but already we're playing faster.
South Laurel's rich history made the coaching job so appealing to Chris Souter. Souter coached the Mercer County Lady Titans before coaching at the collegiate level for 2 months. The experience Souter learned has already made an impact.
A lot more knowledge, just about everything. Mainly the high tempo speed of a game.
We haven't had a coach that has been as far as him, so having him here beside us all the way is really good.
South Laurel returns 4 key players that have already received offers to play at the next level and bring in Sydney Hall, who brings high expectations. Despite missing out on the Sweet 16 last year, the Cardinals have their eyes on Rupp Arena.
We've hit a bump. We get to the semifinals in the region. Can't get past that. I hope we get past that and make it to state.
I mean, I think sky's the limit. Honestly, you got to look out for district, then region, then state, but I think we can go all the way.
This team is very excited. We have a chance to go to state and possibly win state.
That's something their coach is no stranger to, making it to the Final Four and winning back-to-back state titles the last 3 years.
It's a lot of hard work, and that's what I'm hoping to bring to them is the experience. We've been there, done that, and I don't think people realize how hard you have to work.
So here you go, the initial Alice Lloyd College girls Mountain Top 10. Perry Central at number 10, North Laurel number 9, Southwestern comes in at 8, Knott Central 7, Clay County at 6, and for your top 5, Harlan County number 4, Leslie County, Pikeville 3, Johnson Central number 2, and the number 1 ranked team to start the year, South Laurel.
And we have gone through 9 teams on the boys' side. Now time for us to reveal our number 1 team in the Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 on the boys' side. It's a sweep for the South Laurel Cardinals. The boys' team has just as much talent as the girls' team, and their story is more about redemption and getting something they believe they deserved last year. The story for the Cardinals is obvious.
Last year, it didn't end the way we wanted to end, obviously. I hate thinking about it, but I think the region championship last year will motivate us more to work hard in practice and every game because it was a heartbreak.
I feel like we work a lot harder because we don't want to feel that feeling again, but we just don't want to be back. We want to win it this year.
The Cardinals are talking about the 66-62 overtime loss to Corbin in last year's 13th region championship, a loss that Coach Jeff Davis says helped his team grow.
I think it's created a little bit more maturity on our team. The chance of going to Rupp Arena, you don't get there that many times, and when you do, you got to take advantage of those. And I think that loss left a little bit of a bad taste. As a coach, you really didn't have to say much. You could see it in their eyes, and especially after the game, and how it lingered.
The loss not only motivated the Cardinals for this season, but it also brought them closer together as a team.
I feel like we're a lot closer. All of us are close, and we're a lot stronger than we were last year.
We just been through everything together. We just like brothers.
I feel like we play defense a lot better. We play a lot faster, and we're just more like bonded together as a team, so hopefully that helps.
Now, of course, the Cardinals hope to win the 13th region, something that they harped on, but they do not want to stop there.
Definitely win district and region, and we get it to Rupp, not just play, but like try to win every game, go far.
However, like any coach, Coach Davis wants his team to focus on the now in each individual game.
Of course, they want to get back and they want to try to win it instead of not winning it. They want to cut down that net, but we're just focused every single day in practice to get better. We're not looking at February or March, and that's the reason our schedule is as hard as it is, especially early on. We've got to take care of the here and now and build those habits early on so when we get back there, we can finish.
All right, here's an overall look at your initial boys Mountain Top 10. Perry Central comes in as the number 10 team, Painesville at 9, John Noble and his Bobcats at 8. Number 7 is Hazard, Pikeville with 6. And for your top 5, Corbin. Number 4, Johnson Central. Number 3 is the Knott Central Patriots. Number 2 team is Knox Central, and the South Laurel Cardinals is the number 1 team to start this season. That officially completes our countdowns, but the show is not quite over yet.
Next, we'll run down the Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 one more time, and we'll show you the Roundball previews bloopers.
Welcome back to the show. Before we get to the bloopers, one final look at the Alice Lloyd College boys and girls Mountain Top 10s to begin the season. First, the girls. Perry Central at 10. North Laurel, number 9. Southwestern comes in at 8. Knott Central, 7. Clay County at 6. And for your top 5, Harlan County, number 5. Number 4, Leslie County. Pikeville, 3. Johnson Central, number 2. And then the number 1 ranked team, South Laurel. As for the boys, Perry Central comes in at number 10. Painesville, number 9. John Noble and his Bobcats at 8. Number 7 is Hazard. Pikeville is 6. And for your top 5, Corbin, number 4, Johnson Central. Number 3 is the Knott Central Patriots. Then the number 2 team, Knox Central. And then the South Laurel Cardinals complete the sweep. They are your number 1 boys team to start this season as well. Guys, obviously a busy time over the course of this last month, but it's been a lot of fun meeting and talking with all these teams.
And it's really cool to see how big of a deal this is for the kids. You know, they make it like a field trip. They get to go to their favorite restaurants in their favorite region. Some of them get to come up here and tour around WYMT. It's just really cool to make their day.
I mean, personally, I'd love to have this in high school, maybe get out of school for a day, you know, relax. But, you know, kids get a little nervous sometimes. They, you know, maybe do some funny things on camera sometimes, so that always works out.
We'll show you some of those funny things here with our bloopers.
Oh, I think. God, hold on. You gotta ask that again. We gotta ask that again.
My name is Gracie Jervis, GRACIEJERVIS, and I'm a junior. Yeah, I practice.
We're gonna have to run a big day.
Hold on. Oh, I've done it. Do I need to take that out?
What? You can.
I was too.
Kaylee Mathis. Oh God, I gotta restart already. I'm so nervous, sorry.
We are the Perry Central Lady Commodores. I messed up.
I'm looking forward to shooting my side shot down there.
Lady Tigers and then watching sports overtime. I messed up. The Redbird Lady Cardinals and you're watching sports overtime. I forgot it. We are stars.
Wait, you want me to start now? Shoot. Okay, my name's Amara Steele. Wait. Am I supposed to spell it out after I say it, spell it, and then?
Hopefully, you know. Shoot, I don't even know. Okay, that has to be a blooper. Okay, cut that out.
Say it, spell it, grade. No wait. You should just restart it, honestly.
I'm a junior. I'm a senior shooting guard.
No, definitely not.
Thank you for watching the 2018 Roundball Preview Show. As always, these rankings are sure to change throughout the year.
We look forward to watching all the mountain teams this season.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the ball games.